Okay, I think I'm live. We think. All right. We are walking with purpose. We have our bucket. We're trying something different. We're using StreamYard today. Probably may regret it, but anyway, let's give it a crack anyway. So we've got our bucket because we're going to catch. We're going to collect sea glass. And today, even though we are training for a 30K walk on sand, which is why we're walking on sand, and I've got a bucket to collect to collect the sea glass and Adam, bits of rubbish. All right, which way are we going to go, guys? Now, if I want to flip the camera around, it's kind of annoying. Oh, hey, Springtrap, how you going? I'm back at it again, walking with purpose today with my bucket, looking for sea glass. Which way are we going to go, left or right? Give me a left or a right. I'm currently building my mother's bed. Oh, okay. It's horrible. Oh, building. Oh my God. Yeah. Good luck with that. Left or right? While I sit and stand and just look for some sea glass. All right. I'm going this way. So, thanks for joining me. I'm trying something different today. I am trying to use StreamYard. Have you used StreamYard before? That's it's a like it's like Zoom, I guess. It's like so you can. You got our first bit of sea glass. Woohoo! So that you can do. Oh, shivers! The tide is coming up. So you can do. Oh my gosh! You can do you can invite people on too, which is pretty cool. Which I thought I might test today. So Springtrap, you missed on Saturday. I did a live, and you don't probably know this about me yet, but I like to do a thing called jumping for joy, which is basically a star jump on the beach. Basically, it's kind of a star jump anywhere that I get excited about. But I ended up doing a jumping for joy and getting everyone else on the live to do a jumping for joy. So I thought if I have StreamYard on, just found another bit of. If I have StreamYard on, I can invite people on so we can see everyone doing jumping for joy, which would be kind of exciting. I mean, I know not everyone wants to show their faces. Some people might. So can you hear me okay? So it's a nice afternoon. It's a cold morning. Flip this around. Are you laughing about my jumping for joy? Camera. So now we can do the back camera. Hi mate, how you going?
Oh, yeah. I think I take a photo of me. I was going to say, where do you want me?
Anywhere you like. Whoa. Just got done again. Nearly got done. Oh. Hey, oh my gosh, Susan, isn't it? Hey Mel, sorry, Artful Becoming. I'm getting you mixed up with someone else. I'm sure you're Susan, aren't you? And Mel runs things. I know you. Well, you're Mel, aren't you? That makes it easy, doesn't it? Camera. How we going, ladies? Welcome to my Walking with Purpose live. Oh, while I'm walking along the beach, collecting sea glass while I train for an upcoming 30K sand walk. Hey, can you guys hear some like weird kind of scratchy noise? Because I don't know, maybe I've got the headphones in and I've got in my ears, I can hear it like making weird noises. Oh, I got it right then. Yay, Susan, I got it right. Yay. I think I'm getting you mixed up with Alison. Alison from the other page. I can't remember her handle's name now. But how are you, ladies? I'm testing StreamYard, and I don't know if this is a good idea on my phone, because when you want to change the camera around, you have to go into another setting. So I'll turn it around because, you know, let's face it, we all want to see the beach, not my boof. So I've got to change the setting. Go to settings, camera, back camera. There we go. And then we go back. So there's a few steps there involved. As in slight, and you can hear the slight scratching noise. Just turned up the volume. That might help. Whoa. Yeah, Spring Trap. We've got a nice little community going on YouTube because a few of us, you know, are trying to, you know, make videos regularly, and it helps when you've got a community of friends, you know, supporting you. So that's why I know Artful Becoming, she does a page on art. It's art. Yeah, you do art stuff, don't you? Like, I'm sure I've seen watercolors on your page. I'm obsessed with watercolors at the moment. So that's Susan, Springtrap. I don't actually know your first name. And then Mel runs things, obviously, is Mel. She's in New Zealand. And what do I know about Mel? Oh, Mel, what do you post about? You're in your own niche, aren't you? You post about all different kinds of things. I'm trying to think what I saw on your page last. Sorry, I can't remember. Okay, so I was right, Susan. Okay, watercolors. So sometimes I get it wrong. Sometimes I get it right. So Springtrap, like when we say join the community, it's kind of like we all support each other by, you know, watching each other's videos. Us ladies are doing a lot more long form videos, so obviously we want the watch time. So if you'd like to be part of the community, you just need to, you know, like and subscribe and comment on the ladies' pages. You're all over the shop, hey Mel. Hey, well, welcome to the club. I'm a bit like that too sometimes. Relaxing music, lifestyle vlogging, demands diamond art. That's right. Yes, that's where I've. Yeah, you're into art too. That's right. Yeah. Actually, went for a walk the other day, and I ran into. Well, here we go. We've got some more sea glass. I ran into a guy with a disability, and he was doing diamond art in the park. And it looks fun. I've actually never done it myself personally. I might have to try one. Hey, RB5, how you going, mate? Ladies and Springtrap, we have Road Bike 5, and we kind of call him RB5. Now, I think we're not sure exactly where he's from. He's not going to tell us, but that's okay. But he's around near Scotland. I'm kind of warm when I say Scotland. And we have Artful Becoming, which is Susan, and she does some watercolor kind of painting on her pages. And RB5, we have Mel Runs Things, who has a bit of a page of she's her own niche, and she does diamond art, vlogging, all different kinds of things. And then we have Springtrap, who I don't really know too much about Springtrap. I actually think you're only young for some reason. I think you did tell me you're only about 15, 16. So I'm trying something new today, guys. I'm using StreamYard on my phone to do lives. I don't know if I'll regret that later on, but we thought we'd give it a crack. And now we've got a few people online. I'll tell you, I told Springtrap a little bit about, I'm 12. I'm drawing as well. I love plushies, laugh. Okay, well, welcome, Springtrap. I'm just going to turn the settings over, general camera, turn the front camera back on. So the downside of using StreamYard on your phone is if you're trying to use the front and the back camera, you've got to go to the bottom links and go to more, and then you've got to go to settings, and then you've got to go to camera and then change the camera over. Yeah, so it's a bit clunky. So I wasn't going to use it, but I thought last minute, you know what? Let's be versatile. Just because it doesn't work great doesn't mean we shouldn't use it. A bit like ourselves, hey, ladies, when we don't work right, we give up kind of thing. So I thought, okay, that is annoying, that little scratching noise. I don't know what it is. You're right. I think, Susan, you're right. I think it's my ears. Whoa. Hey, so the reason why I was wanting to use StreamYard today was on Saturday, I did a really fun live, and Springtrap, you weren't part of it. Actually, no one that was online here was part of it. But Susan and Mel, you might have saw Karen posted me doing a jumping for joy, like a star jump on the beach. So part of my personality is I'm very random. You probably already know that. But I like to do a jump. I call it jumping for joy. I do it when I'm sad. I'm doing it when I'm happy. Mainly do it when I'm happy. But in front of things like, this Eiffel Tower, for example, I would do a jumping for joy. I'll set up the camera and, I'll put it on record, and then I'll do a jump in front of it. So on Saturday, I did a jumping for joy, and I had Lavender online. Hey, Paul, how you going? So Paul, ladies, Springtrap knows Paul. But ladies, I don't know if you've met Paul. Paul D. Australia, he's from Victoria. He's from an island called Phillip Island, joined by the mainland by a bridge, but it's still an island. So it's cold down there, though it's pretty cold. It's cold here at the moment because it's winter in Australia. But Alison, okay, we've got Mel Runs Things, who's Mel. And then we've got Paul, we've got Artful Becoming, who is Susan. I don't know if you've met them already, but you pretty much know the whole community now. You've met Karen, you've met, who else have you met? You met Holly the other day. You met Alison too. Met Gina. It's a few of us, isn't there? All all making friends, which I think I love that. But I was just saying, on the reason why I'm trying to use StreamYard today, or in general, is because on Saturday, and Paul was part of this, we did a live and I was doing a jumping for joy on the beach, and Lavender, who is another new subscriber, said, "Oh, I did a jumping for joy with you." And she said, I kind of said, "Oh, okay, well, if we get some more people online, maybe we can all do a jumping for joy together." So you know where this is going, Paul, don't you? Paul's probably just going, right, I'm just going to pretend my services on my phone is not working, and I'm going to backtrack out of this live. So that's why I'm doing this. I've got StreamYard on, because I can invite people from the chat so we can all see each other doing the jumping for joy. And I know that obviously, we all have different physical abilities. Not everyone can do a jump. So, I was showing Paul the other day how you can do a jump, a fake jump, or you can do a chair jump. It's just for joy. It's just funny. And honestly, everyone laughs when I do a jumping for joy. People laugh I do it at the beach in the mornings when the sun rises, and people are laughing. They're walking past and they're just laughing at me. And I just think it's funny. I don't mind people laughing at me. I think, you know what? I laugh at myself all the time. So, yeah. So anyway, no comment, Paul. Paul's not. No, do I see a comment? Well, so Mel's gone. Very cool. So Mel, would you be into doing a jumping with joy with me? If I get a few more people online, obviously. And I'm sure Lavender will probably jump on soon. Paul's not going to comment. It's all for fun, and it's all for shits and giggles, okay? I just do it for humour. Whoa. Sorry about the scratching of my ears against the headphones. It's just a bit annoying, isn't it? Hello, how you going? It's a few fishermen's today. All right, what have we got here? So Springtrap's helping his mum make a bed and he's having a break. Paul and I were on the Samoa. That's right. You met Paul already from when I was in Samoa on the chat. Excellent. Paul's got, oh, not again. See, Paul's trying to back out of this. I can't do it. You can do it. Okay. Would you like me to show you how you do a fake jump? I'll show you. That's my fake jump. I think we all know what a star jump is. And Paul, you're sitting in a chair, right? I'm guessing, or on the lounge. You can just go like this on the chair. Oops, found another bit of 2 bits of sea glass, guys. Look at teeth. Got a fang. See? Probably shouldn't stick that in my mouth. Ooh, nice. Quite weathered, that one. So why am I collecting sea glass? If you're curious, is because on my first live, I think last Wednesday afternoon, I started doing my first training session /live documenting my walking with purpose, which I'm doing for mental health awareness. Whoa, mental health awareness. And I just started picking up, sea glass, not seagrass, sea glass. And I said, well, you know what, maybe it'd be fun to do like an art project at the end. And then we were getting suggestions on what I could do with the sea glass, because we're just talking little pieces of sea glass. I'm going to turn you around again. Settings, camera, a camera. There we go, guys. You can see the beach again. Oops. There we go. So let me just try something while we're, I'm just playing around. Okay, and now I'm looking at the chats. No, sea glass is basically bottles that have been chucked into the water, and then the sand over years have kind of made all the edges softer and discolored it even sometimes. But guys, can you help me out? I'm going to pull out the speaker. Oh, shivers. Pull out the... Tell me if you can hear me okay, because now I'm not even using my headphones. How's that work? Because the scratching in the ear is actually really annoying for me too. So Paul, are you doing a thumbs up because you're keen to do the seated jump? Hey, living life after 55. Alison, isn't it? We've got Alison in the house. Woohoo! We've got Alison in the house. We've got Mel in the house. We've got Susan in the house. We've got Paul in the house. We've got RB5, which is road bike 5. And then we've got Springtrap. Cool. So, is there a chance I can make this happen? This is probably my opportunity. Camera. Front camera. Okay. Oops. I don't know if I'm online. Here we go. Hey, guys. You know what I'm going to keep on asking? I'm just like, I can only ask. So who wants to join me for a jumping for joy? Like a star jump? Or like just a fake jump, a seated jump. And a seated jump is just you're sitting in the chair and just, stick your leg up and an arm up. I just think it'd be funny because, it's funny. Or you can just look at me doing a jumping for joy. I don't know. But that's why I did the StreamYard today, because I thought maybe I could try to get everyone on, or people that want to be on. You don't have to be on. I get that. Plus, also, it depends on where you are. You might, like Paul and I are in Australia, and it's in the afternoon. We're not dressed for bed yet. Where maybe Alison and Susan might be dressed in their bed gear. They might already be in bed. So, that could be. We don't exactly want you to show yourself if you're not wanting to be shown. But is anyone game to do a jumping for joy? Or am I just talking to myself? And I'm not going to be insulted, trust me. I get it. I'm very, what's the word? I'm out there. I'll own it. I'm out there. So if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. So anyway, who's got here? Springtrap's gone laugh. He's laughed. So Springtrap, are you in or you're not in? Look, you're actually, because you're 12, I probably don't feel comfortable with you jumping on the chat, to be honest, because Yeah, I just don't think that's probably appropriate. So here's some more sea glass. Actually, a lot of sea glass here, guys. Oh, that's why. Okay, we're picking up rubbish too, so we'll chuck that rubbish away because that'll hurt someone. So bear with me while I just pick up rubbish. So that to me is not sea glass, that's just rubbish. Someone's just chucked that in the water. Whereas see this one here, it's a little bit more, oops, yeah, it's a little bit more rounded. That's more sea glass. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hey guys, we've got 7 people on now. Okay. The suspense. Okay, so RB5, are you in? Are you game? If I invited you online, would you do a jumping for joy? Okay, I can tell you how you do it. Well, would you like to, Alison, would you like to do an experiment and see if this works? Settings, camera. So I think what happens, Alison, is I send you an invite and let's see if it works. Okay, so I think guest. How do I invite guests? Oh, I need to actually, oh, here we go, copy. Now, I post it in the chat, I think. Okay, I don't know how to post it in the chat. I can't make it work. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to copy it, the link, invite guests. Oh, I'm getting wet here. I'm trying. No. Copy. Okay, let's see if this works. Okay, I can't work. I tried. I tried. I don't know. It's not copying. It's not posting it in there. I'm trying to copy the link and it's not doing it. And then people on the beach are looking at me going, what are you doing, you strange person? Man, I had it all set up. I know. Oh, well, whatever. I tried. Okay, well, now I'm shy because like there's a whole lot of people on the beach up above me just staring at me. I mean, I shouldn't really care, should I? I don't care, to be honest. So I can't do it. Normally what happens, Alison, is, and I just go guest and then I copy the link and then you put it in the comments and then basically you click on the link and you come in as a guest and you sit in the back room so I can approve you because basically, you know, obviously these lives are open to anyone jumping on, and you don't want every random jumping on the live. So I have to accept them. So obviously I'd see your name in the back door saying, back door, the back of house, or what do they call it? They call it the back door. I would see your name and then I can just click yes and then I accept you on. But obviously it didn't work today. I mean, I'll try one more time, okay? All right, let's go again. Post comment. So you go down backstage. Oh, backstage. Yeah, that's it, backstage. Okay, keep it clean, people. We have an under 16-year-old on the chat. Okay, so you go down the bottom and it's got more. No, it doesn't. I go guest. Down the bottom it's got microphone, camera, guest, more. So you click on camera and then you say invite guests. And then it says there copy link, which I've copied. And then you go back to the chat and nothing happens. Oh my God, guys. I just did it. Okay. Okay, I just did it. Who would like to... Okay, who's game? Who wants to do a jumping for joy with me? It worked. I know, Susan. Are you game? Who's game? Okay, can I just put a warning up here, guys? Like, obviously, I know, like, some of you guys I know quite well, but, like, I don't want anyone jumping online and exposing themselves, okay? Just saying, because that's not nice, you know? Okay, so hold on. Someone's got a guest. Okay, Alison. We've got Alison in the backstage. Add to... I'm gonna do it. Alison! This is so cool. Oh, so I've lost you. There we go.
I'm here.
Okay. This is
Susan,
so
join
cool.
in.
Okay, who else is game? Who else is game?
Then.
So, Alison, do you not use StreamYard when you're doing the lives with the with Karen and stuff?
Yeah, we use StreamYard, so I guess that's how I got on.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So I'm just using it from the app. Well, not the app, on my phone. I had to do a couple of test runs today. Sorry?
Susan should be able to get on.
Yeah, come on, Susan.
Artfully becoming. Come on, Susan. I dare you.
Come on, Susan. Come on. Double dare you. Come on. Come on, Paul.
Be bold.
Be bold.
If I'm going to fall on my face, you can too.
No one's going to fall on their face, Alison. This is so cool. Thank you for humouring me, Alison. Even if it's just us two, you know, why not? Okay, who else is on the line? I can't see. I think this is the downfall of StreamYard. I can't actually see who's on the chat. I mean, online. Can you see who's online? I can only see people from the chat.
No, I can't see.
Okay. Come on, Mel.
It just says everybody.
Are you going to be game? So, guys, I've reached the end of the beach where I can walk because it's getting into high tide. So,
yeah, notice she probably is hiding from everybody.
So, how's your day been today, Alison?
It's been intriguing. We had Father's Day today because everybody could finally get together.
Oh, okay, because it's Sunday night for you guys, isn't it?
Yes.
Isn't that interesting? Because it's Sunday night. It must be midnight for you.
It's 1:00.
Oh my God, girl. Because it's
supposed to be
you should be.
My
Yeah, you
stuff
should
to the store.
Yeah. All right. Oh, we've got another guest. Hold on. Who we got? It's a surprise.
1, 2,
We've got
3.
Mel.
Okay, Mel.
Woo!
Hi,
Mel.
I'm doing the pantry.
Oh, this
Mel,
is
what?
cool. Okay. Hi,
I'm
Mel. How
gonna do
you
a chat.
going?
I'm good.
Mel, what's the thing?
How are you?
All right. Have we got anyone else game to do a pretend jumping for joy or a real jumping for joy or a fake jumping for joy? Whatever you want. Doesn't really matter. Come
I
on,
gotta try.
Paul. I know you're there somewhere.
I'm I'm on a hang on. Live chat. Amber knows. Did you ask me about the puppies? Maybe.
So, Mel, what time is it in New Zealand at the moment?
It's 6:01.
6:01. Okay. So you're
Yeah,
2 hours ahead of me.
yeah.
Okay. And so, Alison, where in your future? Just saying.
We're in the future.
Yeah.
Last so
Unfortunately, I don't know
right.
the lot of numbers for you, mate. If I knew them, I'd give them to you. So, Alison,
Yes.
are you going to do a fake jumping for joy with me? It's
I,
still bed at the moment. All you need to do is go like this.
Mm.
I'll do it.
Yeah,
Okay. Yay!
just gotta
And
do
Mel, you're
it.
keen?
Yeah,
You're joining me?
I'll join you.
Okay, cool. All right, ladies. All right, let's set this up. Let me just get up a bit further here. So, people that are not game, you get to watch this craziness happen. So, on three, like 1, 2, 3, then we do it, okay?
Yep.
Ready? Okay, I'll
Yep.
put you down. All right. 1, 2. Okay, did that work?
I did it, and I had to grab my desk.
Now I've got to plug my phone back in. I've got like
All right, people
16% on my
watching.
Now that
phone.
you got me up,
How was that, guys?
now that
How'd we go?
you got me up, now I have to start pricing my silverware.
Well, thank
How
you
about you
for
clean your
humouring
pantry
me with
like
my
me?
jumping for joy.
I'm always up for a dare.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm glad I got the right ladies on this afternoon. Since no guides were keen or game. Funny that, hey?
Yeah.
So, what's happening, ladies? Is there much happening this week on YouTube for you?
Not excited.
Back to work. Back to work tomorrow.
Back to work tomorrow?
I work weekend, so I'm off. I have a luncheon appointment with somebody tomorrow, so I have work tomorrow a little bit.
Should you not be going to bed, Alison? Because it's 1 a.m. in the morning. I'm
Yeah.
just trying to be your mum, right?
Yeah.
So I think you've humoured me, ladies. Thank you, and I appreciate it.
Oh,
And in the chat, how do we go, guys? Since you guys are all not game.
bye,
We're not
guys.
doing a game.
Bye, Alison.
So thanks, ladies. See you,
Bye.
Alison.
Cool.
Thanks, Mel, for jumping on.
Awesome. Yep, no problem. See you next time.
Bye. Bye. Thanks, ladies. That was fun. So, string trap and RB5. How'd we go? It's hard to see that. I'm not an old lady here. I'm trying to look at the chat. I should screenshot this and just show you. It's not, I can't even show you actually. Oh, maybe I can. Actually, hold on. Let's just test StreamYard out to the maximum ability we can. I've just now I think I can share pages. I think. No, I don't know. I know on like on a desktop you can share like videos and pictures and stuff, but I don't think on chats on the mobile. Oh, hold on. I lie. No, can't figure it out. Oh, help me. Oh, here, hold on, guys. I might be able to do it. Logo? No, it's not logo. Because I'm using the free version, probably not. Overlay? Intro? Outro? No. Video clip? I just want to show you a photo. A screenshot. Don't put music in the background. Oh, how's that? Banner? Create a banner? No, I can't figure it out. I tried. Comments. All right. Well, that was fun. I'm glad that Mel and Alison jumped on. And Susan, if you're still there, all good. As I said, in RB5 and Springtrap. Actually, Springtrap, I didn't ask you because you are underage and I would not want you coming online. But yeah, like I said, it's, I'm out there and, not everyone is out there like me. And again, everyone's not appropriately dressed also. Like I said, we don't want anyone coming online and exposing themselves. So, but anyway, that was fun. That was real fun. Yes, I know. I get excited about anything because you know what? Life should be fun. And now, Springtrap, you're only 12. My God. You're so lucky. I mean, not lucky, but like, embrace being 12. Enjoy it. But like RB5 and Mel runs things, you're listening in the background while you're doing some stuff in the kitchen. But like, what happened that we all forgot to play and have fun? I mean, I'm generalizing here. I'm sure maybe you still do all the joyful stuff. But that's where my jumping for joy comes from, is that, why should all the 12-year-olds have all the fun? Just saying, Springtrap, why should you have all the fun while us adults having to adult, we get all so serious in life that you get boring. I'm sorry. That's, part of my Dora persona, because Dora is not my real name. It's my nickname. Sorry if I upset you there, but Exploradora80 is just my handle on YouTube. I use it a lot in social media because Dora is my alter ego. Okay, I'm going to sidetrack for a second and show you Pelican because he's so cool. Give me a second while I turn the camera around. Look. He's wanting some of your bait. That's why they hang out here, because all the fishermen sometimes give them treats.
Yeah. But I know anything catch. My fish, my bite, everything gone.
Thinking maybe you might have some more.
Yeah.
He's beautiful. How cute was that? You're going to be 13 on the 23rd of November, spring trap. Well, that's exciting. Anything planned for your 13th birthday? Paul, did I scare you off with the jumping for joy? Didn't mean to. So guys, today I don't think I'm going to do... I ended up doing 9Ks on Saturday. It was a long live too. I walked for 2.5 hours. And yeah, sand walking is slow. But yeah, I even ran out of battery on my mobile. Oh, look, here we go. That sea glass that's really not been worn yet. It's still, I mean, it's a little bit worn, but not much. We're not having to pick up rubbish today much, other than broken glass, which is nice. Oh, hey, Paul. So, hey, how's our jump, Paul? I should have asked someone to screenshot the jump. I could probably go back and get it anyway. Bye. I think this will be my last crack at doing StreamYard while I'm doing walks, because I can't see the screen. It's just the font is really, it's really hard to see. It feels like I'm going blind, but I know I'm not. It's just that the font is really, really slight, and on the screen it only shows a little bit of the camera, like of what I'm actually filming. So it feels a bit, I don't know, impersonal. But I purely did use it today just to do a jumping for joy. And I won't do that every time because I know it's annoying. So, but you know, humour me, guys. I am annoying sometimes. And I think I have said that I am all or nothing. So if I go back to my normal stream via YouTube tomorrow, which I will, because I've got to walk tomorrow again, I won't be able to do the group jumping for joy. I mean, you can do it to get with me, but I won't be able to film you. I just think using StreamYard's being a little bit annoying. There we go. Another one. So today, Paul, you saw me on Saturday when I did my 9K walk. Gosh, yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, my phone went off. I mean, I think you knew my battery was going low anyway, but I got excited with all the jumping for joy stuff, and that's why my phone just went dead. But I ended up, when I turned my phone off and plugged it back in again, I ended up doing 9Ks that afternoon in 2.5 hours, which is not bad, to be honest. So I must have been, yeah, it was a good little chat and it was a good little live and a good little walk. So thanks for that, guys. But today I'm only going to do, I'm going to walk back to the Love Rock. I'm referring to a rock that is down the end that I kick in a nice way. I don't kick it to hurt my feet. I just kick it to symbolise that I've made it to the end of the beach. And one of the people that jumps on the chat, Lavender, said it looks like a love heart. It does look like a love heart, actually, which is pretty cool. But I think I'm going to only walk back. I'm going to walk down there and then back to my car. And that's it today, which will probably be maybe 4Ks, 5Ks. But then again, I've also done some walking today already. I didn't work today because I had to get my car serviced. And I had a few things I wanted to do at home. And as you see, I did get sidetracked today, Paul, by jumping on StreamYard to see how it all kind of worked. But that's the reason why I was jumping on StreamYard today, because I had a thought to do this jumping for joy. So thanks, Mel. Thanks, Alison. Thanks, everyone, for watching. It's all part of the dynamics. Oh, that's what I was saying about, we lose our childhood, like, fun. And I think maybe I've gone a little bit over the top. Paul's probably going, yeah, I'm a little bit like that. I'm all or nothing. I kind of say that a lot. And I can say that about myself because it is my personality. I probably have ADHD. I just not diagnosed. I don't need to be medicated. I think ADHD for me just makes me do lots of projects and then it just creates a whole lot of mess at home. So having days off every now and then, like today, was good to catch up on the mess. Like I had piles of washing to do, put away from my trip going away, for the last month. I had to get my car serviced. It's just things, It's like Springtrap. I'm not saying that, you should take days off school, but my dad was a school teacher and he let us have days off school. Not wag it because my dad knew that we're at home. But, sometimes, life gets too much, even if you're working or at school. But you need to have those kind of mental health days, I call it. People, adults on the chat, I think you know what I'm talking about, mental health days, where we're not suffering mental health, but, we just need those days to be home, regroup, catch up on life. So Mel's agreeing, yep, mental health days are important. So that's why I'm doing this training at the moment, because my 30K walk is to raise awareness for mental health through a company called, actually Mel, in New Zealand, do you have a company called Coast Track? It's all over Australia here, and every state, nearly every state should I say, they run an event. My event's next month on the 18th of July, where you nominate it's either 30Ks, 45Ks or 60K walk on sand. But I think they've actually brought in a 15K walk now too, because not everyone, can do that much. It is a challenge, but I like a challenge. I would actually like to do the 45K, but I need people to I need a team to do it with me, and the team that I'm doing this with, they're not overly big walkers. So that's a, 30 Ks is a lot. 30 Ks is a lot for me too. I'll put it out there. I'm not that fit, but I'm crazy. Like I said, it's all or nothing for me. I do like to really challenge myself. So I was keen to do the 45 Ks. So they raise awareness and funds for Blue Care, which is the mental health company, like one of the mental health organisations here in Australia. I do this because I lost a girlfriend to suicide about 3 years ago. I mean, I'm always aware of mental health and I've always been a supporter, but I'm now even more a supporter because, yeah, losing my friend and the effect that one person has had on, her family and her community. But it's not just about her, that. It was also what happened to her. She was from Malaysia, and in Malaysia they don't believe in mental health. So basically, she never got treatment. She got treatment when she came to Australia. She got married and she met an Australian guy, but it was probably too late. All the damage had been done. So, and the saddest thing is that her family they don't tell people that she, that she committed suicide. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Oh, nearly got wet. Sorry, going back to my story. The family haven't told people what really happened to my friend. They have said that she had a brain aneurysm. So the cycle continues. Her children know what happened, but they also tell their family and friends, if they ask what happened to their mother, that she had a brain aneurysm. So I'm always walking for purpose. I do a lot of stuff for like Lifeline. I'm sure you have these companies in New Zealand. Yeah, it's very sad, Mel. Really sad. And yeah, I knew all along about her mental health. And, there was times she would ring me and I would go pick her up and she'd just be crying uncontrollably. I would just have to hug her just, for half an hour or an hour and just hug her while she cried. But again, we're not equipped to know what to do. I even had to go to the hospital. I mean, I didn't have to, but I went to the hospital to say goodbye. After about 4 or 5 days, they realised that she wasn't going to come good and that she was pretty much brain dead. So I came and said goodbye. And that was horrible. Absolutely horrible. And my friend doesn't deserve that. Okay, definitely rubbish, but it's actually I might keep that for my little art collection because it's not sharp anymore, and maybe I could do something with that part of my art kind of thing. A bit more. Yeah, Springtrap. I mean, obviously, you're only 12, coming on 13, but you have friends that are, would be suffering depression, and be nice to everyone. I always say, because you don't know what's actually happening to those people. Like, I just remember at school when I went to school, and maybe I'm just generalising here. When Mel and I went to school, you know, mental health wasn't as big a deal as it is now. There's a lot of broken glass here, guys. But Springtrap, your age group and your generation now, there's a lot of pressures, like with social media and bullying and all those things. And sadly, you see it on the news. You know what we're probably talking about, Springtrap. But I always just say, don't judge people. And some people have bad days at school, and don't pick on them though, because it just adds to their bad day. You just don't know what's happening behind the scenes. Maybe their mum and dad are breaking up and they're reacting at school in a bad way because their mum and dad are breaking up, or someone's sick at home. So you just don't know why someone's acting funny. So you always say, just be nice. So anyway, that was a deep conversation. I'll lighten the mood, change the subject. It's Monday afternoon here. Monday afternoon for Mel. I'm not sure exactly where you are, Springtrap. I'm guessing it's I'm thinking you're in Australia because all this, the southern hemisphere. Because if you're 12 and it's 1 o'clock in the morning in America or the States or something like that, or sorry, UK, you shouldn't be online. You should be sleeping. You've got to go to school tomorrow. God, I'm trying to be mum, aren't I? So I've got a fair bit of glass there today, guys, and rubbish. Not too much rubbish. So we're walking down. That's the Redcliffe Surf Lifesaving Club. We walk down to there and we turn around. And then we just walk back to that first shelter there. And that's where I've got my car parked. That should be about 5 Ks. So we've got someone doing a stand-up paddleboard there. You can see that, guys. What a nice afternoon for some stand-up paddleboard. I can't enlarge that, sorry. Oh yeah, is it holidays for everyone? Yeah, that's right. I read something that there was holidays. No, wait on, it can't be, because I was just speaking to someone today and they said they came back from school. I don't know, I'm so confused. When you don't have kids, or you're not a school kid, or you don't work in the industry of schools, you don't really know when school holidays are. So Springtrap, is it school holidays here in Australia or New Zealand? You don't have to tell us where you're from, we don't want to know. But we just want to know, is it school holidays yet? Well, maybe only some schools are having holidays, I don't know. I'm sure I drove past the school and it said the end of term was the 20th of June, which was on Friday. Hey Lavender, how you going? Lavender, you missed something really cool. I'm using StreamYard and we did a jumping for joy. I invited some people on that were online, and so there was Mel and there was Alison and myself, and we did a jumping for joy all online together. So later on, when the stream is finished, you can go back and have a look. I'll go back and find it and I'll put it in the notes on what the time is on the stream because obviously this stream's been going for now probably an hour. It's probably about half an hour ago. If you look at the 30-minute mark, you'll hear me talking about trying to get people to do a jumping for joy with me. That's why I was testing out StreamYard today, because I wanted to see if I could use it. It's not that great. This will be the last time I use it, to be honest, on the beach. I'll use StreamYard at home on a computer, but not when I'm walking on the beach. It's way too hard. So Lavender, we've got Paul D, which you know already, and Mel. Mel run things. Lavender is she's 16 and she's from somewhere in southern New South Wales, southern Australia. Again, she's underage, so we don't need to know where she's from. And I won't be inviting you on to the live because, you know, again, you're underage and it's not it's not right. You can, you sit in the chat, which I know you love doing, and you did this is where it was definitely your fault, Lavender, in a good way. You encouraged me to jump more the other day, and you did a jumping for joy with me. So that's where the idea came that I would do a jumping for joy online with StreamYard. Unfortunately, I can't really read the chat either very well. So the writing's really, really low. I mean, I've got to wear glasses when I read on the computer, but it's never this bad. When I'm using, God, I sound like a complaining old lady. When I'm using YouTube to do lives, I can see the chat really easily, but by using this, it's not that easy. Just saying. I don't think you're meant to use StreamYard on the go, so to speak. I'm just proving you can do it. So Lavender, we're just coming up to the Heart Rock. So Mel, I was talking before about one of the other people in the chat, and that was Lavender. Lavender was the one that saw, maybe I haven't talked about this, maybe it was the other day. Oh, every live's turning into the same live at the moment. Maybe that means I'm doing too many lives. Probably. Paul's like, if you're there, you're like, yeah, you're doing too many lives, Dora. Okay, let me stop. Can you do YouTube live? What? That's what I'm doing. It's hit me. You just had some roast chicken? I don't know what that means, Lavender, about can I do a YouTube live? Because that's what I'm doing right now. And Paul, yes, I know you're laughing. I hear you laughing in my ear. And I didn't even read the chat. I could just know you were. That's how we get to know you. Live. True. I mean, I don't know if you follow a page called Teachers. Oh, look, I'm hopeless with like people's handles. They don't actually say their names. They use like AI voice when they do their videos. But I'm sure, Mel, you'll know who I'm talking about. He or they, I'm just presuming it's a he, but they did a video on, they teach you things like about being embarrassed, like 5 things about being embarrassed, that, you know, it's okay to be embarrassed. And where am I going with this? Owning your mistakes, or owning what you do. Like, you know, I'm very much a believer that, you know, I make lots of mistakes. Just own it. Here's a love heart rock. Mel, I don't think, oh, maybe you have seen a love heart rock before. It actually looks like a love heart from a couple of different angles. Love heart. No. Love heart. So it's gentle kick. It's like a kiss. 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 Mangroves. It's really nice through here. Actually, let's deviate, right? Let's deviate. Let's take you out in the mangroves, because mangroves are so good for our eco life, and it's kind of fun to play on them. Paul and Mel, when I was in Samoa, I know Paul was on the live that I was at the blowholes on the lava fields. This kind of reminds me of the lava fields. This is just, it looks like lava, doesn't it? Little mangrove. This is Redcliffe. This is Sutton's Beach, where I live. Now, I think the video, like the camera's like, it's backwards. It's a bit hard to figure that out. I don't know how to fix that. Hold on, let me have a look. Settings, camera, that camera. No, it's still backwards. Okay, I tried. Lavender's Love Heart Rocker. Yeah, we should probably name it, hey? Mel, it's pretty cool, hey? Can you do a YouTube live when you get home? I want to see your pets. Oh, you want to see my animals? Oh my gosh, I got to tell you something funny. Hold on, let me just get off this area, because if I don't concentrate, I'll fall over and I'll hurt myself. And I hit the ripe age that if I hurt myself, it hurts a lot. Peekaboo. All right, we'll say goodbye to the Lavender Rock. Bye, Lavender Rock. Bye, Lavender Rock. See, Lavender, you've got a rock name after you. Paul has affectionately named it Lavender's Rock. Okay, so I wanted to tell you something funny about animals. You are buffering. I can't even read that word. Okay, so I'll tell you a funny story about animals. Let me just turn the camera so you can see me for a second. Settings, camera, front camera. There's my mug. Hi, how you going? There's my mug. So, talking about pets, Lavender. I have a niece who she's 7 years old. She's just gone to Europe with her mum and her dad and her brother, and she has 2 rats. You heard me right. I have 2 rats at my house in a cage. Ugh. Yeah, so I have 2 rats in a cage and they stink, but they're kind of cute. One's called Longtail and one's called Sunshine. And I guess they're kind of like mice, really, but they're just big. But yeah, I'm having to look after them. So I could do a live when I get home and show you the rats. Would you like to see the rats, Lavender? Mel, are you saying laugh? Yeah, they're pretty gross. It's funny because my partner, um, when he heard that I was, been nominated to look after these rats, he's like, don't bring those bloody rats in the house. Like, yuck. And I'm like, yeah, I know. But like, my niece loves these rats. Like, she rang me one day from her mum's phone and said, oh, guess what? I'm going to get some rats. Like, she was like pre-ordered them. Like, it must be a thing. But she was so excited about these rats. I must be her primary class. A few of the kids at school must have rats because she was like over the moon about telling me about, oh, we're going to get rats. And I've already named them. And anyway, so I'm trying to be a good auntie, okay? I'm not a mother, so I'd be a bad mother. So I'm trying to be a good auntie. So let's not kill the rats. My partner called ratatouilles. He goes, did you feed the ratatouilles this morning? Okay, maybe I'm just laughing for the fun of it. I think it's kind of funny. And I also have, because I was talking about this the other day, Lavender, you want to see my chickens, didn't you? So I've got 4 chickens and 1 blind chicken. So I've got 5 chickens. And I have 1 quail. And she's gorgeous. We call her Quail. And then we name the other ones. I've got one called Blackie. She's the blind one, because she's black. And then we have 2 big white chickens. They're the biggest chickens you can get. They're called Suffolks. I think they're called Suffolks. Oh, I don't know. They're something. But I call them Big Berthas because they're massive. Like they're double the size of our other 2 chickens. Then we have an orange chicken. We call her Orange. And then we have a little grey chicken. We call her Grey. Little Grey. So yeah, real original names, I know. Better than the first lot of chickens we had. My partner called them KFC. Christy, Fiona, and Claire, I think, KFC. So I think you get why they were called KFC somehow. Finger licking chicken. And we didn't kill them. They die. You just don't know what happens with chickens. Funny things happen. But yeah, we've been quite lucky with the last lot of chickens. Oh, look at this sea glass. This is a big bit. So I could do a live, Lavender, because I am walking to my car now. So, because I've got to say, the rats are pretty funny. And they climb all over the cage and they bite. That's the other thing. I'm not a bit scared of them because they do bite. My sister put a glove in, the stuff that she gave me. She gave me kitty litter. So that's what you use on the bottom of the cage. And then the rat feed. And then she gave me lettuce. So you give them fresh lettuce. Then you give them a scoop of food morning and night. And they like lettuce. But apparently once a week, you should change the kitty litter. We've only had them for 4 days, and I swear they stink already. But I'm scared of changing the kitty litter because they bite. But there is a glove because they do. As soon as you open the cage, they try to. I don't know. They're not trying to bite you. I think they're trying to hug you, or like they want affection. Because my niece does pick them up, and she knows how to pick them up so they don't bite. But I'm kind of scared that I'll pick them up and drop them. And can you imagine if I lost the rat? I wouldn't be very I wouldn't be a very nice auntie. Well, it's not my fault, When you look after animals, it comes with the chance that something might happen to the animal. So, is what it is. So anyway, that's funny. So yeah, I could do a live if you like me to do a live later on. But anyway, let me finish the end of my walk. Okay, where am I doing? I need to change the camera. That camera. It's a really nice little afternoon, guys. So who do we have on the live left? We must have, oops, Lavender's still on the live. Mel still on the live. Oh yeah, so Lavender, my real name is actually not Dora. That's my nickname and my handle on social media. My real name is Mutiara. Now it's different. It's not easy to say. So I'm not lying about my name. It's just that a lot of people call me Dora because I wear a backpack a lot when I go backpacking. And it's just a nickname that I got when I was traveling and it's just kept. So Adventures of Dora and Diego. So Diego is my alter ego partner. His real name's Ben. So Paul got to meet Ben yesterday on a live. Ben was driving and I shoved the camera in his face and said, say hi to Paul. I'm sure my partner Ben just thinks I'm an absolute crazy person because I do these lives and I shove the camera in his face. I mean, I do ask him. I am polite about it. I say, hey, do you mind if I do a live while we're driving up the Great Dividing Range? And I always say to him, pretend to be enthusiastic about being on the live because it's not his, he's probably a little bit shy. He's not like me that's a bit out there, special or extra. I'd say I'm extra, okay? I'm not special, I'm extra. I'm a lot. I'm an extra lot. So I don't know what's going on with the chat. Sometimes I see Lavender's name and then it's got Lavender and it's got like it's kind of saying that you're typing but it's not coming out. But then suddenly the chat just drops and there's a whole lot of names. This will be the last time I use this app while I'm walking. I'll go back to my normal YouTube live. And I think also because I'm using StreamYard, I probably also it doesn't get shared as much because, obviously YouTube want you to use their stuff, not a fake app. Not a fake app, but you know what I'm saying. I don't know, Mel, have you noticed that when you do lives that it's probably more favoursome if you use the YouTube app than using StreamYard? All right, guys, I've just walked back to my car and Lavender, just for you, I'm going to do a jumping for joy. You can do it virtually. So I won't bother people to join me this time. I'm just going to do a quick jump. Front camera. All right. There we go. All right. There you go, Lavender. I knew you were going to ask me for another jumping for joy, so I just got in before you asked. So I've got to show you my stash of sea glass. Turn this camera around. Camera. I'm going to chuck that away. Some of this stuff I'm going to chuck away because it's just rubbish. And I just saved it off the beach because I didn't want anyone to step on it. Oh my gosh. It's rubbish too. Rubbish, seagulls. Whoa, whoops. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Sorry, Mel, I can't actually read that at the moment. I'm just... Oh, hello, bird. Trying to sort the glass and not stab myself. That's rubbish.
Next week I'm back home. The week after,
I'll have a read in a second if you're still there. There was a lot of rubbish sea glass today, and I was just picking it up. I didn't want anyone to stand on it when they were walking. Oops. So, guys, thanks for accompanying me on the walk today. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a good night. If you see me come back on a live soon, it's because Lavender wanted to see my animals. I think that's it. Okay, there you go, guys. That is my stash. And that's my stash I'm going to chuck away in the bin. So that's my stash. All right, let me have a look at this chat. Okay, all good. Oh my gosh, I really can't read this. So the benefits to StreamYard, probably the paid version too. All good. No, and actually, I'll answer that, Mel. Camera. So Mel, StreamYard is actually pretty good, the free version. It's just that you have to, oh, yeah, sorry, I don't know if you can actually hear that. um, the free version, you can do pretty much the same stuff. It just doesn't record it on to StreamYard, which I don't want to record it on StreamYard anyway. I want it to go straight to YouTube. And if you want to download, you can download it off YouTube anyway. So you don't need to get a paid version of StreamYard. And the front and back camera is not going to change if you get the paid version anyway. So it's not really meant to be a mobile app. It's not even an app. I'm using it from the web page. So that's why I'm only seeing like on the page on my phone, the top bit I can see like StreamYard.com, and it wants me to open something, and it's got a small picture of what I'm looking at, and then the chat, and then it's got comments. So it's like the chat's only this small, the picture of me is this small. So that's why I can't actually see the chat very well. And mind you, maybe I'm going blind. I do use glasses, but I don't think glasses would help that anyway. But yeah, so you don't need to get a paid version of StreamYard at all. It's not going to make this any better. I actually think, to be honest, the YouTube version is great. The only thing why I've got StreamYard is because you can actually add people on. Because obviously, I think when you're under 500 subscribers, you can't actually invite anyone onto a live with you. But if you have over 500, you can invite someone on, but you can only do 2 at a time, I think. So that's why StreamYard's pretty cool. But the free version still works. It's just that you should be using it from a laptop. You don't actually have to change your camera around. Anyway, Lavender, are you there? Anyway, thanks, Mel, for jumping on. Thanks for being a good sport today and doing a jumping for joy with me. I will go back and see if I can screenshot the jump, and I'll tag you in the community tab. Okay? Lavender, you still there? All right. Well, anyway, I'll do a live when I get home. That way you can see the animals. And if you jump on, you jump on. If you don't, you don't. Doesn't matter. Anyway, thanks, guys. Bye.